What up, YouTube? R to the double E dash the ZON coming at you once again. This is just going off my last video, and oh yeah, again, for those of y'all who might be looking at me and seeing the new look, it's just a do-rag. I've had them since I was in high school. Wear them all the time, especially a lot lately. But some of y'all who saw the last video, like, holy shit, the long hair's gone. Yeah, I did that for my girl. She liked it. I did it for like a year and a half, and I just got tired of it. So back to the fade. You know what I'm saying? So that out of the way. What we were talking about in the last video is that all of a sudden I'm seeing people talk about how this system, the Nintendo Switch, having this much attention from the third-party developers and getting this influx and this deluge, basically, this flood of games coming, not just from Nintendo and first-party and close second-party relationships, but third-party developers and indies just flooding the Nintendo Switch with games. That all of a sudden this is trying to the haters are trying to pass it off as a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. This is exactly how it happens every single day on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One. This is exactly how it happened on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. For damn sure, during the 64/32-bit generation, this is exactly how it happened for the PlayStation 1. And it's a problem now. Why is it a problem? Why is it a problem? Is it because Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo console in the race, that's the one receiving all the love? So much love, in fact, for those of you who didn't know, and for those of you who did hear, you'll love to hear me bring this up. So much love, in fact, that Sony themselves is saying, God damn, that little beast of a machine. We don't see them as a direct competitor. We're not a competitor. We're whooping your ass. We're outselling you and outranking you, outpacing you month to month, week to week, every day. But whatever. They don't see us they don't see Nintendo as a threat. But they go and they take out they create a brand new subdivision within their Sony Music division to basically put indie titles and, Sony indie titles, or not indie titles, but Sony smaller titles and all that on PC and on the Switch. So now PlayStation is putting games on the Switch. Yes, it's not Uncharted. It's not, fucking God of War, none of that shit. But Sony is actually putting games on the Switch. Why? Because they see the money that's being made, and they want to get some money. That's how much balling the Nintendo Switch is doing right now. The Nintendo Switch is like Kobe in his prime, and everybody else is like Vince Carter. Good, nice, not Kobe though. Basically, that's what it's like right now. I mean, dude, I have been waiting for this forever. And if it seems like I'm bragging, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to brag. Believe me, if I was trying, I can go a lot harder. I got a lot more to say. We ain't gonna do that. Try to keep it humble. But I've been waiting for a world like this. I've been waiting for a world where there's a Nintendo console that reminds me of the Super Nintendo, as far as how much content it has, how many games it has, how it's just throwing games at me left and right. Do you know what it is? Mario Odyssey is a given. So I don't give a fuck if I'm taking money out of my savings. I don't give a shit if I think it lands on a week where I get paid. If it doesn't, well, the money's coming in my savings. I don't give a good goddamn. It's already pre-ordered. I'm getting that. But I can't do that with Skyrim, LA Noire, Doom, which I really want, and all these other games that are coming out. This is the first time in recent history that I can think of as a gamer that from October, I'm already saying, dude, from this point here in October going forward, I may not be able to pick up most of these games, if not any of them on day one. I might have to just throw them on the Christmas list, man, and have family members and girlfriend and mom and whoever get them for me. I don't got the money for this shit. But let's be honest, is that really a bad problem to have? Coming out of the Wii U generation, y'all know how I feel about that console. I love that console, but let's be real. We were starving for games at points because Nintendo can only do so much on their own. When there's no third party around, Nintendo's basically fucking beating themselves to death trying to get a game out once every couple months. Nintendo has stepped it up from March till now, where we're in October, every fucking month. Big time first party game after big time first party game. Started with Breath of the Wild, went to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, went to ARMS, went to Splatoon. I mean, shit, and then it goes on and on. Now this week we got Fire Emblem Warriors. December 1st we got Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And then third party has been seeing the way the games sell, the way Bomberman sold, the way Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challenger sold, the way even Fast RMX sold. And now all of a sudden, third party just coming at us. Capcom is here. Rockstar of all fucking people are here. Bethesda is our homie. You know what I'm saying? We have them coming from all over the place. EA came in there with that FIFA half-baked shit, and then they wonder why the fuck it's only 1% of total sales for their game. Because you shortchanged us. NBA 2K didn't shortchange us. 2K didn't shortchange us. WWE 2K, that's another one that's coming. The Switch is doing this right now, dog. The Switch is just like games for all the games. That's what Nintendo be doing. And all their partners right now. That's what they be doing. But this is a problem. Apparently, this is a problem. Dude, there's no problem when you're the fastest selling console in company history, when you are the fastest and most selling console week to week, month to month since launch till now over your competitors by far, all across the world, in every region. There is no problem when you got shit like this on the market making money for you as well, selling out like a motherfucker. And the 3DS is still there. I don't know why, but fuck it, it's there. So is the 2DS. Where's the problem? Where is the problem? Sony and Microsoft, I don't want to say that they're surprised right now, because Nintendo's done this to them before. Nintendo's hit them with a fucking juggernaut of a punch in the form of a severely underpowered console, but with a fresh take on gaming that took the world by storm and beat the shit out of Sony and Microsoft both in the 7th gen. Was it 7th gen? Whatever, the Wii, the Wii, PS3 and 360 generation. Nintendo won that shit hands down. So they shouldn't be surprised right now, but they seem to have made the same mistake. And Nintendo's made the mistake too. Nintendo made the mistake with the Wii U. And I know it's not conscious. I know it's not a conscious mistake. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I know it's conscious. It's not an unconscious mistake. You guys really, even though you Nintendo does it too, they're guilty of it too. Even though you spin that shtick about we're not really competing with ourselves, Sony and Microsoft are competing with each other, Nintendo's doing their own thing. No, motherfucker. Listen. You are all competing for the gamers' dollars and the gamers' time and the gamers' mind share. That is what you're competing for. I don't give a blue flying fuck about whether you go the power route or you go the innovation route like Nintendo. You are competing for the gamers' dollars. Right now, Nintendo's beating the blue, red, white, whatever color, pick one. They're beating the fuck out of all of you. Now, Sony has a very nice cushion because they've been on the market for fucking almost about 4 years, if not 4 years, going on 5 or 3 going on 4, whatever it is, since the PS4 launched. So they have a sizable cushion that they can take these blows for years to come. But as we all know, it's not just about sales. Sales is big in determining who wins. But it's also about perception, homie. It's also about perception. It's also about what people are talking about, what people are seeing. And when they're seeing that a lot of the dudes and developers that made games specifically and exclusively for you or for you and Microsoft, now really it's just you because Microsoft has been passed by. Microsoft, the Xbox One, that shit is basically dead. People that make games exclusively for you are all of a sudden saying, okay, we also got to make it for the Switch. And in some cases, whether it be independent or AAA or anywhere in between, developers are saying, we're just going to make it for the Switch. Oh yeah, that shit's happening all over the industry. Do some research, look it up. When that starts happening, and which it already is, and continues to happen for a sustained period of time, perception is going to change. All of a sudden, Switch isn't that secondary cute machine you can have along with your PS4. All of a sudden, it's looking like that fucking innovative system that can do more for you than your PS4 can do, and that you might want to consider before you drop down the money it takes for a PS4. Because if they're going to be getting a lot of the same games, plus Nintendo's first-party library, which you can't get anywhere else, and you can take the system which you want to go, I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say this for my subscribers that are females. Pardon the vulgarness that's about to come out. But it's like having a chick that looks like Jennifer Lopez that can blow you and do your taxes at the same time. Where do you lose? Where do you lose? That's the Switch in gaming today. It does everything that you want as a gamer. Once again, we're not talking the bullshit of the extra apps and features and all that. That's all coming. They say that's coming. If it does, if it doesn't, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I buy consoles for games. My PS4, whether it does Netflix or streaming or all that, I don't give a shit about none of that. I care about the games. As far as the gaming space goes right now, my Switch does everything I've ever wanted a device to do. It allows me to play a console AAA experience right there on my big HD TV screen, with a traditional controller or motion controls or whatever, a combination of the two. And then at a moment's notice, I can go on and take that shit on the road and have the same AAA console experience in the palm of my hands. You cannot beat the proposition. You can't. That's why Sony's talking like, oh, no, we don't see them as a threat. We love the Switch and we think they've done a great thing, but we don't see them as a direct competitor. Our competitor is Microsoft. Yeah, you say that because you don't have an answer for what they're doing. And the amount of third-party developers that are flooding over to the Nintendo side right now, homie, this shit is unprecedented. This shit is Super Nintendo level. That's what it's reaching. As far as the amount of fucking content on the system, man. I mean, shit. I am sitting there with, how many games I have now? Man, I wish I would have brought my case with me. I got 6 physical games. And I got like 7 downloaded games. That's fucking 13 games. The system's only been out for fucking 7... April, May, June, July, August, September, October. The system's only been out for 7 months. And I have damn near double that in games. Good fucking quality games that I go and play all the fucking time and that I enjoy. By myself. On the big screen. On the go. When I got friends or family over, multiplayer, single player, online, whatever, it is what it is. I'm gaming. I mean, that's really all I gotta say, man. I mean, keep in mind, I work at a major high-performance gaming PC manufacturer. Okay? We build the baddest fucking machines on the planet when it comes to gaming. When you want to run your game at the fucking most eye-bleeding, retina-blistering fucking settings, you come to us. We do that shit. Okay? So the people that work there, most of them aren't even console gamers. Yeah, they got their Xbox One, they got their PS4, a lot of them got Nintendo Switches all of a sudden. But the real experience as far as power is on the PC. My supervisor, I talked about him in another video. Cool dude, man. I love that dude. He's awesome. But when the Switch was coming out, he was like, "Ah, I may get one." I don't know, man. I mean, it just seems like they're just fucking around with the kids stuff again. I don't know, man. Whatever. He saw Breath of the Wild. He was like, "Ooh." By the time Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, the motherfucker had a Switch. Now he's approaching me without me talking his ear off about it on his own to talk to me about how much he loves Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is gaming, baby. This is what we do. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.